Just quickly, you say that the president should go away and look after his health. But how do you know he's not currently looking after his health?
You see, the point that we are conversing is that for the president to leave Nigeria earlier, and he was to spend about 10 to 14 days, ended up spending 59 days abroad before he returned. And for him to admit that he has never been that sick in his entire life shows that something serious is happening. If what we have here is anything to go by, I will say, personally speaking, that the health facilities for making the president get better faster is not here. And that's the reason why we say, we are not saying he should go away. He should just attend to his health. Because words are very, very important.
Thing, because some people will say that there are different types of attending to your health. I mean, there's the treatment that doctors will give to you if you're not feeling well in certain instances, and then they say the rest is up to you, that you must rest to ensure that what they have done works at the end of the day, and in some instances you might need a recuperation period. How do we know that that is not what is currently happening as it is?
The official position says from the Minister of Information that that is what is currently happening, that he is being asked to rest so that he will recover quickly. But what we have seen within the last couple of days is that things are not really getting better. And you see, for the president to miss the observance of a Jumat service, you understand? It shows that something is not good, is not okay health-wise, and that is why those that are calling for that the president should go and attend to his health, we are not the haters of the president. We want the best for Nigeria as a nation. We want the best for the president. So let me ask the question again: what is wrong with the president, whether in Nigeria or abroad, going to take care of his health?
But they also suggest that as he missed the meeting, the minister says, well, that's based on the advice of his doctors, which can be interpreted as him taking care of his health. But you call that an official position.
Yes.
So that suggests you think that there's much more that is not being said. Is that what it is?
That is my supposition. That is my supposition.
But when you speak about gaps, if he's not there and the VP presides,
yes,
is there any gap anywhere?
There will be no gap yet. The constitutional requirement is that if the man is going away, he has to transmit letters to the two chambers of the National Assembly through their heads. When the vice president exercises the function of the vice president of Nigeria, he's not the acting president. Yes. We must know the difference between the vice president acting as the vice president and the vice president transmuting into the position of acting president.
And that cannot happen now?
It cannot happen now until the president is off.
Until the president is off.
Off, yes. Because that is the position that the constitution has created.
So if he's here, he's functioning as the president advises.
Yes.
Anything wrong?
Is that?
Since the president is here,
yes,
and the VP is carrying on with the duties as the president has advised,
yes,
is there anything wrong?
There is nothing wrong with that, but the effective decision about government requires the president to be seen, to be acting, to be exercising the powers of his office.
Like which one?
You see, appointments are made.
Those that still being made.
They are still being made. Those that should go to the Senate for confirmation will be made by a functional acting president. Those are still being made. Now, what we are saying is that there are a lot of appointments still to be made that require Senate confirmation. And when the president is not fully functional to decide on which should go to the president, then we'll start having small problems. We don't want a mighty ocean of problems.
What do you think the presidency should be doing now?
The president first?
No, the presidency.
Yeah, the presidency should first tell us about the correct health situation of the president, the nature of his ailment. It is not something that Nigerians should not know. Nigerians voted for him. Nigerians believe in him. Nigerians trust him. So they should know everything about his health. For example, up till now, no official line has come to tell us the nature of the health of the president. That's unfair to Nigerians.
But if the wife has said, well, it's not as bad as a lot of you think. You say she's not a medical doctor.
Yes.
But what if she's speaking based on what she's heard from a medical doctor? Or if a medical doctor has told him, how do we affirm or confirm that the medical doctors have told him to seek further medical help abroad and he hasn't?
Let me reply by saying the wife has not told us that she's speaking from the position canvassed by medical experts.
Does she have to?
We have to know. President Buhari is our president. We voted for him.
So she shouldn't have made that statement.
Because if you make a statement, for people listening to you to believe in the veracity of what you are saying, there has to be some additional information. Probably you tell us that medical doctors had advised my husband and them, this is what should happen. But if he just says, on the basis of the fact that I'm the wife of the president, the wife of the president, with respect, is not a medical doctor.
But the truth be told, I mean, she has access to the president more than
any other
the chief of staff.
Yes.
And then even more than you or I or even Chamberlain.
Correct.
So why wouldn't she be believed when she says something like that? Why shouldn't she be believed?
You see, let us get something straight. And it is that the president is not okay health-wise. Any other person in Nigeria now that will believe anything to the contrary could believe any other thing.
Makwe?
So you say that, you know, the president's wife is not a medical doctor. Are you saying that if the president's doctor had said it's not as bad as you think, would that make a difference?
Nobody has told us what has been happening medically to the president. All that we have been saying are based on what we have seen, heard, and observed within the last 2 weeks at least. And you see, for people of knowledge and understanding, you react to what you see, what you hear. And that is fair in the circumstance. Let me say again
what
that.
Happens to facts?
Huh?
You say what you see, what you hear. What happens to what the facts say?
You see, you relate to what you hear, what you see, to make conclusions as to facts. But let me say again that the group who signed the press release that the president should go to take care of his health are not doing it out of any vain motive. We are saying so in the interest of Nigeria and the interest of the president.
Is the group also speaking based on knowledge of any medical reports or information?
Not at all. We speak based on what we have observed and what we have seen the president done or has not done within the last 2 weeks.
All right, Adetokunbo Mumumi is the Executive Director of SERAP. We thank you for coming on this morning.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you very much.